Everything that we do is untraceable. Think he gangster, that nigga's erasable. This bitch listening to too much Beyonce. She really thinks she irreplaceable. She tries this and they sit in symmetrical. I put a ring on my niggas, no marriage. It's more so like we winning every year Super Bowl. From broke to an M, it was epic. Next year my investments was ethical. They all price been and walk like it's medical. Said he put up with runs, it was Reginald. Just withdraw from the bank, it was regional. I might rap on my whips for the seasonal. In my safety, they
Hopefully this last install. Hopefully this is the last install. That's what I want. Last install. The rear I had it a little bit lower. When the fronts were up, the rear was lower and it was fine. So if anything, I lower the front. Hopefully the rear is fine. If anything else, maybe just camber a little bit more in the rear and be straight, get an alignment. And then alignment's gonna be a whole thing, because you know you have to figure out like your alignment so your wheels don't wear. I didn't know that, but apparently your toe gets adjusted with your camber, so you have to figure out the correct formula. So gonna be figuring that out. But today we are installing the BC Extreme Low F20BR. That's like the serial number or code or whatever it is, F20BR. So that's what I have for this car. Basically the sleeve is like chopped open at the bottom, so you can continue to move the sleeve up, right? Because on the Civic it didn't have that. The Civic, once you go low, you hit the bottom and that's it. But this car, you can, you know what I'm saying? If one day, or if I ever, you know, like change wheel setups or something like that, that's kind of why I got these coilovers. If I change my wheel setup and it's a less aggressive wheel, I can always go lower if I want to. We're at the shop. We went to Harbor Freight. I was gonna get a torque wrench, you know, because like people keep telling me about this torque situation, man, and I don't have torque tools. But we were looking at the torque wrenches, and the torque wrenches, I was like thinking like how am I supposed to fit, you know, this long torque wrench under the car, you know? And like we ended up getting this. It's like a little torque adapter, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's good. It's like 50 bucks, so I mean, I feel like it'll be a little bit off like torque wise, but at least like we're getting close to torque spec, so nobody can tell me anything about not having anything torqued down and stuff's gonna fall apart. And I'll feel fine, because like these spherical bushings make so much noise on like a bad road. It sounds like stuff's gonna fall apart, but not like 240 fall apart bad, but like, you know, just a little bit fall apart. But yeah, anyway we're here. We're at Tito's. Anyway, there's a Subi graveyard over there apparently, so I want to look at that, like Subis and Evos over there, and there's Tito's like Civic. Yeah, so we're just waiting for bro in the hot sun. Are you the best mechanic like your dad or what? Jeff's queue has been revived. Wait, so like right here, or how does it go?
And you see Ricey's is up to right here. I mean Ricky.
Bro has Jeff's exhaust. What else do you have that Jeff's? 8.6. New shop. I can put the address in the videos now because he'll be here for a while. The man himself. Well, we're gonna work on this and that. I mean, the rear doesn't really rub. So I'm guessing we could a little bit more camber, a little bit more low, and we should still be straight. So yeah, my tire's been getting eaten and destroyed by my fender for like an entire week. You can see on the fender too, all this rubber, it hasn't been good. I tried to raise the car a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit lazy with it, and I raised it up a couple threads and I was like, you know what, that's it, because I was over it. But now hopefully we have camber plates, camera adjustment, and we should be able to fix all that. Time to work. Time to get to work. Take everything on my trunk, all right? Bro, come on.
Oh, you could take care of that.
Bro, are you surprised?
See, you like almost scratched your screen, but
Bro's gonna total my car. Be honest. Are you surprised?
why you get coilovers? Did that really help your
Yeah, because that's camber adjustment. So this is my problem. They told me at the alignment shop I cannot camber more because of this. I don't have camber adjustment in here. So they didn't really camber my fronts. So that's why my tires were getting eaten by my fenders. Look at this mint engine bay that needs to be cleaned. Super easy oil changes. Even though now that I look at it, that oil filter looks so fat. But yeah, oh, my wheel well is right here. I didn't even know that. Something with those. I'll probably put them on like a
unboxing time.
Joke's on you. I already did this in the morning. So this is the first time something ever came with instructions, bro. Instructions.
You need
So
that, though.
basically what it says in here, one of the parts is preload. They set the preload, but if you want to adjust your preload, it's okay. Because I know a lot of people say, once you get the preload like this, don't adjust it. But you can adjust it. This is what we're looking like. So extreme low, basically this sleeve, the bottom comes out, right? So the Civic, it got stuck right here.
Hold
It
on.
was over.
You can see.
What?
Oh, adjustment. Oh.
Yeah, this
Camera
goes up and
adjustment.
down. Yeah. That's
Because that
camera adjustment. We
Yeah.
don't have this. We don't have this on a car right now.
because the ones you have right now don't got that.
What?
This cover thingy, whatever it is. The easiest ones are the rears, no?
I think the front and the rear is easy. This car is easier to do.
Only 17 and 18s.
We got
or
these
19s.
bad boys. We got these end links that come with the coilovers. Finally.
Wait, what's making noise? Your straight bar, no? Yeah.
I don't know if the sway bar's on parallel to the ground. I mean, it's fixed a little bit, but you still hear it once in a while. Also for the rear, it came with these little bushings, so that's cool. Already installed.
This car's finally gonna be finished.
Everything I'm using to install is all 1719. That's all it is. 1719.
How many extensions you got on there, man? You only got 2.
Okay. Do you miss having a clutch? Really?
Well, I don't have paddles, but I have the little.
What is important to you?
Super easy, remove these two. Really easy to remove these two. Just screwdriver, press it, and they pop out. So my idea is take out the top, drop this down so I have more room so I can break these because these are on here tight. Because the impact is too long on this side to take it out. So probably drop it down and see what it does after that. Yep. All the top hat nuts are out. Back here, I have my end link out, and then these 2 bolts, they're still on there. So what I'm thinking, I'm gonna lower down this whole assembly and then take it apart like that. I have a jack under my control arm, so I'm just gonna lower that so that just doesn't aggressively fall out. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Dude. So this brake line, I didn't know, but there's another 12 right here. So you're gonna have to loosen this so you can take your brake line out. Wow, it's not gonna work. So just like that, old coilover is out. These are actually heavy. I didn't think they were that heavy, but these are kind of heavy. These 2 bolts are the hardest only because they're torqued down more, obviously, so your car doesn't like break, you know what I'm saying? Now, comparison to the BCs. So this is my front left. So front left, yeah, they have it maxed out already. Not even maxed out, you can still go lower.
You're not gonna go to the same shop or what?
They said they were done. I couldn't even drive the car. Like it was like every little bump, all you hear is the tire hitting the fender. All you hear. And it was just like that. Like I had to turn, bro, and all you hear is just rubbing all on this. And then I got to my house because I was like, oh, I gotta raise it, right? So I took it off, and all the preload was gone. Like they dumped it. They dumped the coilover, and just left it like that. And I was like at least let it be drivable, you know? Because I told him like, yeah, in the front maybe like half an inch lower, but like I couldn't drive the car. So it's like bro. So this one actually has a lock ring. This one doesn't have a lock ring. These should be a big improvement. Also, these are OEM top hats. OEM top hats. I don't think these coilovers come with top hats at all. I gotta figure out the torque specs for everything, but right now I'm just gonna get everything in and then torque it down at the end. And we'll be adjusting the camber. So first I'll get the top in, and then I'll get these 2 main bolts in, and then I'll adjust the camber up top. Yeah. Also my dampening, you already know. We gotta make it as hard as possible, you know what I'm saying? Because I like that stiffness. Oh, you can feel it. You feel the spring. Feel it? BC, I'm cool now. Am I cool?
Nah.
Huh?
Where's the turbo kit?
Bro, it was either
Where's your right body?
Bro, I'm not gonna wide body this car, bro. Boom. So that's that camber adjustment. I'm gonna have to move these two to this one and slide this all the way as far back as possible. Let's go, spanner wrenches.
Ain't no way.
Finally. Bro,
What?
Shout out Stu for letting me borrow. Shout out Dex for letting me borrow his spanner wrenches like once. But
What?
Stu, man, I've like messaged Stu like a million times, like asking him to borrow his. But I finally got my own, man. All right, so I'm finally gonna pull out the torque. What is this called? Torque adapter. I have it all right here on my phone. The two crash bolts, the two big bolts are 114, and then the top nuts are 17, and then the end links are 34 foot-pounds. Easy. So now we just gotta figure out how to translate it onto here. Oh, it even shows you at the top it adjusting. That's pretty cool. 15, 16, 17. Okay, that's good. I think. So I wanted to slant in that way, so I would take this one and put it right here, I think. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So this is like maxed out, stops right here, so that should be good. So we got the coilovers on, we got the end links switched out, everything's torqued down, torqued to spec, except for the bottom part of the end link, only because like you can't really fit anything back there. We're throwing the wheels on right now. We're gonna see the fit. I actually had to like raise the coilover from what we got from BC. So yeah, only because you see this? Like I can barely fit two fingers in here, and the coilies didn't even set. We have the camber set though, finally. It doesn't feel like the tire's gonna rub on the fender. That's all I really care about right now. Yeah, so this is what the fronts look like. Boom. It looks good. I'm a little bit lower. I'm not sure if I did it before, but this is what the front looks like. The driver's side has a little bit more camber than this side, so maybe it's control arm. So before I forget, this is our before in the rear. Not as low as I would like. Here's the other side, the before, and now we're gonna do the full inside install. We're gonna do the full install right now. It's only like 3 bolts. Alright, so I took out this carpet interior where the temp tire is and all those extra tools, and I pulled out these 2 plastic tabs as well as these 2 plastic tabs, and I think when I remove them I'll have access to the top of the coilover. Yeah, so if I just pull this back, we have access to the 2 top nuts to the coilover. Pull that up, as you can see we have access to the top of the coilover. As for underneath of the car, as you can see, all we gotta do is get that out the control arm, so it's like a full reinstall of my little control arm. And I also don't mind doing a full reinstall because the first time I didn't torque anything down. Just like I said, you know, a couple ugga-duggas and that's it. I'm reinstalling my control arm as well, so if you're gonna do control arm and coils at the same time, that'll probably be your best thing. Or coilovers first and then control arm. Yeah, that would be my recommendation because you're pulling the whole control arm out pretty much. So this is what we got sent from BC, like this height versus what I've been running. And so I'm definitely gonna raise this a little bit because I don't want to lower the rears that much, but at the same time I do, they just need a little bit more camber. Facts. I feel like this height is okay.
Nice measurement, bro.
Facts. So I set the dampening all the way stiff just because that's how I like it. But these are W because I know some cars you can't adjust the dampening from the inside, but on this car you actually can.